Yeah, so we'll start with some meditation. So take some time to move into awareness of your body. Check your posture. Make sure it's very stable, comfortable, as relaxed as possible. Just bringing your attention to whatever is happening in your body. Where there's any discomfort or any tension, move your mind to that place and just sit with that. Allow it to be what it is. There may be thoughts, emotions clustering around that sensation, that physical sensation, but don't get too involved in those. Just look at that sensation of discomfort or tension. What's it like? What does it feel like? Where is it exactly? How big is it? And does it feel tight or sharp or heavy or light? Does it seem to have a color? Is it changing from moment to moment or staying the same? Does it still feel as uncomfortable as it did before you began to look at it? And look at it some more. Is it moving around? Does it have parts? If you imagine that it's breaking up and dissolving, does it change? See if you can let go of the sense of suffering that's attached to this feeling. It's just there, changing moment by moment. Soon it will go. And let your mind settle into a quiet, calm state if you can. Just allowing whatever sensations and feelings arise, allow them to come and go. And be aware of the still place in the middle of things, where all this activity is happening around. Bring your mind to that still center, and you can use the breath as a focus to do that if you like. Just following the breath in and out, be aware of the stillness within. Together with that stillness, there's a silence, a space of silence. And a sense of calm and ease. I'm just going to spend a minute or so in that still, calm place within your mind. Whatever comes up, thoughts and so on, we can just allow them to come and go and come back to that still center. So, in this somewhat calm, peaceful state, now bring to mind a time when your mind was not peaceful. It was probably when you were feeling angry. So I'll speak about that example. You might want to use fear or any other strong emotion, but Probably anger is a good one. Cast your mind back to time when there was quite strong anger arising in your mind. Remember what that felt like. So it's definitely not a calm feeling. Is it a happy feeling? It's not a peaceful feeling. It's actually quite uncomfortable, I think you'll find. But check up, see what's your own experience. And then, along with that feeling, we often think that anger is a feeling, but it's not just a feeling. There's also thoughts involved. So, what were the thoughts? Was this somebody who you felt was acting wrongly or speaking wrongly? And sometimes usually it's anger, especially if it's strong, is with a person, but sometimes it can just be a situation. So, we feel that there's something that's wrong. And normally it's a person, that person has done or said something that's wrong. Notice and check again, check, is this your own experience? My experience is that there's a very strong sense of definite belief. That's true. That was wrong. Or that is wrong. And that thought comes over and over again in different forms. They look at different angles of what was wrong, why this person is wrong, how wrong they are, and that it's not okay for them to be wrong like that. Again, check up, is that how it is? So if that's the case, it looks like there's also a thought there. This person is definitely different from me. Because if I believed that he's acting just the way that I would act in that situation, it seems like I wouldn't really be feeling the way I'm feeling towards him or her. So there's a definite sense of someone else who is different from me. I am not like that. They are. Again, check up. Is that how it is when you experience anger towards someone? So if that's the case, then there's a definite way that they are, and there must be a definite way that I am that's different. In that moment of anger, that's what we believe. So again, as you're listening to my words, just really look and see, is that how it is in your experience? Just take some time to do that. Whether you believe those things now or not, but in the moment of anger, is that what your mind is doing? And then, if that's the case, we can ask this question: is that really how things are? If someone's angry with me, I don't tend to believe that I am completely wrong in the way that I think somebody else is if I'm angry with them. In fact, if I'm angry, it would seem I can't believe that I would be wrong or act or speak wrongly like this other person does. And then, if everyone has the same belief, can't all be right. Try imagining yourself being the other person and imagine the thoughts that they're having. So we did this a few weeks ago. Let's just spend 2 or 3 minutes in that little exercise. Place yourself within the body of the other person in your scenario and have a look what's going on in his or her mind as you imagine it. As realistic as you can, so you don't have to be clairvoyant, but just a reasonable guess at what they're thinking and feeling. And then coming back to just being yourself. How much do you now believe the story of the angry mind, which is so convinced, so confident that it is right and true? And gently come back to the space and bring the meditation to an end.